Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we got news that Mohnish Pabrai has invested into Alibaba. Now this is a bit of a surprise since the only other investment that he's ever made into China, as far as I know, is the Maotai investment. And this Alibaba investment is the second investment that he's ever done into a Chinese company. So it's no coincidence that this investment, I guess, has come about right after we found out that Charlie Munger invested almost 19% of the Daily Journal Corporation portfolio into Alibaba. So right here, it shows that Mohnish Pabrai has invested around 14.6% of the portfolio into Alibaba. But I think that's a bit misleading since Dataroma only reports the US holdings. So to get a better idea about the representation of Alibaba in the portfolio, let's go over to Ticker Terminal. So Ticker Terminal is a great source where you can get an idea about the US and the international holdings of the investor. And here we can see that Alibaba constitutes of a 9% position in Pabrai investment funds, which is definitely not insignificant. Now, the investment into Alibaba is a bit surprising because of the market cap, and also it may have something to do with the new spawner framework that he has been working on. And that's been a result of the Nick Sleep letters. So he's focused on buying the compounders, but I'm surprised because the market cap is so large. And in his presentation, where he had talked about spawners, he was talking about if you want to get a 100x, it's a 500 million market cap. Or if it's a 10x, you're looking for 5 billion market cap. Like that's the cap off because the eventual market cap is around 50 billion. And here we have Alibaba at a market cap of greater than 500 billion. So it's definitely a departure from his normal style of investing, looking for 50-cent dollars. Maybe it is a 50-cent dollar. I really have not looked into Alibaba as much. I've just kind of avoided it, but I guess I'll take a look now. And maybe there is a huge amount of value here that I really don't get. So yeah, another thing that I wanted to mention is that Alibaba also shows up in the 2021 free lunch portfolio on the Chai with Pabrai website. So if you just scroll down, it's not under the spawners, which he had mentioned that Alibaba is a spawner as he views it. If you haven't seen the full presentation, I would really recommend that you do because there's a lot of great information there and you'd probably learn a lot more watching that. So Alibaba's listed here under the shameless cloning heading from Appaloosa Management, and it is a part of his Chai with Pabrai free lunch portfolio. So definitely, it's a company that is good to probably look into and try to figure out the value that's there in the investment. Charlie Munger rarely does make investments, so for him to make a almost 20% bet into Alibaba is pretty huge. So I think the last investment that Charlie Munger had made was almost a decade ago. So yeah, hasn't done much for a decade, but then when he sees a cinch, as he had mentioned, I guess he goes all in, and when the price is attractive, that makes sense. So yeah, let me know if you are currently an investor in Alibaba, or what do you think about this investment by Mohnish Pabrai? Do you think it makes sense in terms of his spawner framework? Is it a departure from his normal approach? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I personally will be looking at Alibaba a lot more, and I don't know if I would take a position in it because I kind of feel like it's a bit out of my circle of competence. Maybe it's in the too hard pile. Um, yeah, there's a lot more to understand with Alibaba than just what's on the surface. I think there's a lot of underlying changes in management, which might be difficult to navigate for most investors. But if it makes sense to you, let me know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out Alibaba, I guess. Not financial advice, but yeah. Okay, yeah. So that was just a quick update, and yeah, that covers it. Take care.